welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones: turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
He'll look to throw. The throw underneath for Gurley. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. One last throw here for Goff. And, a crusher there. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the... The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. On 1st down, Mahomes. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A successful opening drive to this point. Here's 1st and 10 from the 35. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a juke this time. And now running. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. One last throw here for Watson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
And the offense gets set here for a 3rd down play. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And Jones has it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Timeout offense.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am in And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, it's long. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To throw on second down is Love. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing on third down. Love. It's complete to Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Mahomes to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with McCaffrey, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. John Simon in on the stop. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to...
The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
380.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now Bortles. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. John Simon able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And taken right on the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. There for the tackle, Blair Brown.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Here's McCaffrey, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who... And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got daylight. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 10 seconds to go. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL.
The Panther offense here. They're ready to go on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him. 0-0.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
He'll get it up the middle. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Moving down the field at will thus far. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?
The Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kick.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had...
And now the offense getting ready on second down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This is McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really...
Hey, it's the coach in our Tiburon studios in Orlando. This is the NFL.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And Beasley with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he finds Beasley complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And they will take a knee here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL.
Here come the Vikings now as they get set on 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 1st down, here's Cousins. Pass incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On third down, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right.
So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the...
So the Cardinals offense ready to go on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Ricky Seals-Jones, 30 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Mahomes, over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This complete to Jones. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with time running out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One last shot now for Bradford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. On 1st down, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters, You're never sure which one's going to be one.
And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll dump it off to Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well. And you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball. He's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Opening possession of the ball game been a good one for them so far. They've got it 1st and 10 now at the 29. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Mahomes now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
Oh, wide open, complete. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but and now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Buying time to his left. Ertz over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw. And he connects with Ertz. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Moving down the field at will thus far. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw is Mahomes. Ertz has it left side. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll run it here. bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, first down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. On first down, Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Moving down the field at will thus far. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Breeze to throw on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 67 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 53 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with time running out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Good initial drive thus far. This is 1st and 10 at the 39. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. This offense on the move early. This is 1st and 10 at the 37. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll run it here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning in our